It would help if I had my mic unmuted, huh? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's happening, good people? What's going on out there? Y'all know what it is. Enlightened Idiot Podcast. We back another motherfucking week. Doing what the fuck we do. Talking our shit as always. You know what I mean? The rant for this week. Here's what I'm gonna say, right? The rant for this week is this. So all week I've been seeing all these posts and conversations, and I was actually in a few conversations about this week too, which I found to be weird. Like, why y'all want to talk to me about this shit? Like, I really give a fuck. But it happened, so it happened. It is what it is. The rant for this week is this, right? Ladies, y'all can most certainly have strictly platonic male friends. Y'all can't have those. I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, we can't have those. No, y'all actually can. Like, it's very well possible. I have a few of them. It's very well possible. But the thing is, y'all don't know how to have strictly platonic male friends. That's what the problem is. It's not that y'all can't have them. It's that y'all don't know how to have them. One, he ain't your fucking girlfriend. Don't talk to him like he your girlfriend. Don't treat him like he your girlfriend. Don't be walking around half naked. Oh, that's my homie. I can have my butt cheeks out. What the fuck? That nigga like ass. He want fuck. You keep showing him ass and showing him titties and expect him to be like, oh no, let me not look because she's my friend. Fuck no. Stop talking about that. Stop talking to that nigga about how you sucking that nigga dick. Because now he wants to see what that be like. Fuck you mean? Stop trying to treat your strictly platonic male friends as if they're not still men. You can't do weird shit and get mad when niggas do weird shit. Don't be sitting there shaking your ass in front of this nigga because now he won hit. It's just that simple. He's still a nigga that likes bitches. And when he's venting, man, this bitch, da, 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 don't tell that nigga, oh, you such a good man. You such a good this. You such a good dad. Because now that means, oh, maybe she been checking me out a little bit. Maybe she feeling me a little some. Let me see what that be like. Y'all got to understand. When niggas is cool with niggas, it's certain shit we don't do. If you don't act like one of the fucking fellas, then that means you try and fuck. That's how we see it. I'm just saying. It is what it is. But that's the motherfucking rant of the week. Now that we got that out the motherfucking way. Just so y'all know, half of the motherfucking crew ain't here this week. A whole half of the motherfucking crew ain't here this week. You know what I mean? But that don't mean that the show don't go on. So first up, we got this shiny forehead having ass nigga. What up, son?
First of all, you said first up, like there's more people coming.
Pause. I don't know how many people coming, but
like there's more people after me. Now this is it. This is it for right now.
not true, not true. But what's up with you, man?
I,
Talk your
I, I
shit,
said
man.
for right now. I said for
Yeah,
right now.
got you, got you. How was your
You
week though,
know,
my nigga? Talk your shit a little bit.
this is hectic, Mr. Steal Your Girl. That's my new AKA. I'm gonna start
So what?
having.
I figured I didn't have to ask. Why this week you wanted to call yourself Mr. Steal Your Girl? I'm assuming you fucked somebody's mom this week or something.
No, I ain't. No, I haven't. I had
The
to think
fact
about
this
it.
nigga had to think about that shit is crazy. He had to think about it. Okay.
Nah, I haven't. I haven't done anything in a little minute. So you know, because I used to have a habit of I took that rhyme that Biggie said, I give you that wine, I just creep up from behind. I took that literally. So I used to be known to, slide in and slide out. I actually preferred a girl that had a dude, so I didn't have to be bothered.
Um, on that note, it's probably best we just go ahead and start the show. I don't even have an intro this week.
Oh man.
What the fuck? I ain't got no intro. It is what it is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I do. I thought I did it earlier. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Today was one of those days where I was just doing shit and not doing shit at the same time. So we just gonna keep it moving. It is what it is. We got Freddie Matako in the building. What up, son? She rocks rough and stuff with one
She's
afro puff.
Hey, here we go. Black Panther.
She
I
rocks
know.
rough and stuff with one afro puff.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but okay, so I love it because I just talked about that on stage last night. People was like, your hair is so beautiful. Oh my God, that's so like pro-black of you and everything. And I'm like, what y'all don't understand is this is failed time management. You know what I'm saying? Like I just woke up. Like for real, that's called black girl magic when
I
my
appreciate
bed
the
head.
honesty, my nigga.
Like
Yeah.
for real, black girl magic is when my bedhead can be a whole political movement. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. You shut the fuck up, Larry.
Well, go ahead and introduce him since
We
you
got
said
a
his
guest
name.
in the building. We got Mr. Larry Dan. Hold up. Dan Flows. I was about to call you Dan Flowers. My bad. Larry Dan Flows in the building. What up, son?
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
I'm good, man. Talk to the people, man. Tell them who you are, what
Who
you
you
do,
are.
all
Come
that
on,
good type
Larry.
shit, man. Show off, son. Show
Talk your
off, son.
shit like you normally do. Don't act like you be all quiet and shit.
I'm all quiet. Hey, I'm out here in Columbus, Ohio, trying to make people laugh, doing comedy shows. I've been doing it for a few years now.
How long? What's a few years, motherfucker? Like,
About 3 years exactly, really.
okay, so we started about the same time, but I didn't know you till like what, this past year?
I seen you around. That's funny coming from a blind guy.
I'm about to say, when you say the word "seen,"
Well, hey, a few years ago I could see a lot better than I do now. That's what's really crazy. It's kind of losing sight.
You keep looking away. Like, what the fuck you keep looking away to it? Like, what? You keep doing this then. What you looking at, Larry?
Pondering and thinking about something, trying to look intelligent.
Well, you on the right show. You on the right show.
No, facts. If you don't mind, how did you start losing your sight, and what made you decide that comedy was for you?
Well, I always love to make people laugh, like at work and friends and whatnot. And during COVID, I had a lot of time to think. And a friend of mine kept telling me I should get into it. And I was like, what the hell do I got to lose, I've already, how worse can it get than losing your sight? But I have a condition called retinitis pigmentosa. The casino, the big casino guy in Las Vegas, Steve Wynn, he has the same condition.
He a billionaire, probably.
Yeah, well, that I don't have that condition. I got the blind.
I know you got the other part of the condition.
And I don't know if y'all remember the mayor Willie Brown from San Francisco. He had it too. The guy that was supposed to be in real good with Kamala Harris, that guy. And
I don't do politics. I don't know none of them motherfuckers.
They said he used to be always up close with Kamala walking around, and it's because he can't see.
Also, he was using her as his guide in a way. That's some bullshit. I see.
I ain't mad at
it. I see it though. I get it.
So I had a conversation with the two of y'all one night, and he explained to me that although he's blind, he could see Freddie's titties from a mile away. I like this fucking guy.
Hey, yo, that's what I'm saying. When I on previous episodes, if y'all saw, I said I was going to get roasted. You know what I'm saying? I got to go roast a blind man. Y'all said, do your thing. Don't be don't be lightweight and shit. This is the dude who roasted my titties and won. You know what I'm saying? He can't even see them. He can't even see them.
He roasted the world feeders and don't even know what they look like. That's crazy.
Don't even know. Ain't that crazy? Look at him laughing and shit. Like,
so were you too nice? What happened?
I can't remember all of them, but at one point in the middle, I just said Freddie's titties are so big, and everybody just started laughing. It just I didn't even get to the joke.
That's the thing. It was a boys' club already. You know what I'm saying? It's a boys' club.
Was laughing too, Freddie.
They was just laughing because they get pity on you and shit. That's why. But
not pity laughs.
I still
pity laughs. Yeah, I know you still won with them pity laughs. I know, but for real, it's just one. People don't lay into me, and I'm pretty sure everybody wanted to say that shit.
No one probably does lay into you.
Pause.
I'll probably say that.
We pause a lot on this show, Larry. If you didn't know,
no,
but
raw pause a lot on this show. We just follow suit.
Raw pauses a lot, but not with me and Larry, like how we connected. It was just I kept seeing him like go around with one certain comedian, and I was like, man, wouldn't he just want to not be riding with that person sometimes? Like, you know how it's just like how. Anyway, how am I going to get in trouble? I'm a grown-ass woman, Larry. Shit.
Like trouble. You look for trouble.
Whatever. But it was just basically like, well, maybe they want to ride with a different person, a different variety, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, hey, you want to ride with me here? It's been, dope ever since. Plus, this is how I get my reparations back. I make sure he pay for at least a drink and some gas.
Freddie's clout chasing. Freddie's clout chasing.
Clout chasing, you know it. I'm riding on your heels, Larry.
So I got a few questions for you, right? And they gonna sound fucked up, but they're legitimate questions of shit that I actually wonder.
Good, you took some time for these questions.
I did actually, because these are things that, like, in my mind, I'm like, I wonder how this works. So now I can ask these questions. So, as somebody who once had sight, right? So are you completely blind or you still got some?
I got a little bit, but it ain't enough to.
So you had like 10%, 20%.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm walking down the hallway at the comedy club. He followed me and watched me walk to the left of him. He's like, Freddie.
Ray Charles you. He counted your steps. Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he was calculating how heavy the steps, my walk and all of that.
He on his Daredevil shit. He could hear your footprints. He knows who you
He uses sonar. I get it. His Larry sonar.
What you got?
I get it.
So,
I get it.
I want to know, right? When you go to sleep at night, do you see your dreams?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they're in 2020, which is wild. I have a joke about that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, shut up.
What?
I gotta go to sleep.
Legitimate question, son. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel, son.
I'm talking about him. He said he sees his dreams in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I asked.
Yeah, I used to be able to see. I used to be able to drive. I used to be able to do all that shit. So my mind, when you started losing your sight, my peripheral started to go, the stuff on the sides, and your mind will make adjustments to make you think everything's okay until it's just too far gone. Yeah. And then the other part of that is shit. I had a dream I was in a wheelchair and I was having the time of my life. Walking, rolling around, talking shit to people, laughing. And then I woke up like, damn, that's what a dream is for blind people. It wasn't a nightmare. It was a dream.
But you could see, but you couldn't use your legs.
Yep.
So I ain't got no words, bro. I ain't got no words.
Nah, time out, son.
Time out. I ain't got no words.
So to a blind person, a nightmare is not being able to walk. That's crazy.
Bro, that's a dream.
I could see,
That's
but I was in a
oh,
wheelchair.
my bad. A dream.
A dream
A
is
good
not being
dream
able
at
to
that.
walk. but
Wait,
you
no,
can see.
not just a dream. A good dream is not being able
Right.
to walk. Like long as I
got
can see some shit, I'm good. If I can't walk,
That
whatever.
seemed
But I
like-
can see
that's
some
what I
shit.
took from it.
He
That's what I
said,
took-
whatever.
That's crazy.
That's facts, though. So,
So
Larry,
what,
I was
what
about
about
to
your
say,
memories? Can you see those as well?
I mean, yeah, I
Like,
can
you
imagine
remember-
some shit.
you
Yeah,
remember
it's your
what
brain's
family look like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your immediate family, like your wife and your kid and shit.
Yeah, it's like looking at
Cousins and
old
shit.
photos, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's interesting.
So was you married before you lost your sight?
Yeah.
So was it easy to still find the yams as the sight was going away?
Yeah, it's still in the same spot, unless it's on the move.
Memories of like previous acid yams that you touched. You know,
Yeah, the memory is fine. It's just what you looking
right.
at today. That
He's
doesn't
like,
go.
I don't have the mention.
No. See, that's the thing. It's not necessarily. I'm not thinking about the memory, right? Because, like, all right, for me, I could see 2020, right? Which is crazy because both of my kids need glasses, but that's a whole other story. Both of them motherfuckers' sight is all types of fucked up, which is crazy. But I can see 2020, right? But when some of my memories, like especially the older I get, all my memories aren't as clear as they used to be. Because I'm forgetting certain shit. And it's not necessarily because I can't see, it's because you're forgetting certain shit. So
oh no, yeah, there's that. And then
so as you get older and you forgetting shit and you losing memory, losing sight, because certain things you may see and it'll remind you of something else.
Yeah, I ain't getting those clues. But and I was bad at getting signs from people. So now that I can't see, it's even worse. You know what I mean? I wasn't catching that body language.
Don't pick up on no social clues.
Nope.
None at all, Larry. I'd be like, hey, swear to God, sometimes Larry be talking shit. I'd be like, Larry, they standing right fucking next to you. You talking loud as hell. Like, Larry, shut the fuck
I'm gonna
up.
be honest with you. If I was him, I wouldn't even give a fuck.
It ain't that bad.
What you gonna do? Like,
sometimes
I'm
it's
blind,
stuff that
bitch.
needs to be
Fuck
heard.
you.
No, and it's not I'm not trying to paint a bad picture like he be, down punching down people. It's just like some stuff, everybody thinking. But sometimes it takes the right person to say it, and you just be like, man, they standing right next to you, though, Larry. Like, oh well.
I've heard worse said to my face.
I've done that with full sight.
Stupid, but you an asshole, Hector, and so are you, Raw.
Like
your assholes, though.
I can imagine if I couldn't see, man, fuck everybody. I'm saying what the fuck I want. Like, what the fuck you gonna do to me, bitch? I can't see.
So
fuck
why
you,
you got?
like,
But why you gotta be an asshole about everything?
I'm already an asshole. Why the fuck wouldn't I be worse?
But why you gotta be worse though? Because you can't see. Like, fuck everybody, move, bitch. You using your cane like this instead of like this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I go blind. Just call me stink meaner.
Yeah. If you see me walking down the street whistling, hit me upside the head because there's something right. There ain't not a whole lot to be happy about.
Larry.
How do you navigate the comedy world? Because the average person, I'm assuming, because I see Freddie always with her pen. So with her, she's always constantly writing shit down so she can come back to a joke. How do you navigate your jokes and coming back to shit with you not being able to like write shit down? Is your memory that much stronger or what?
I don't have any jokes.
He ain't got no fucking jokes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Every day I'll be like, Larry, did you write new jokes? Did you write some new jokes? Oh,
How the fuck he gonna write, Freddie? That's fucked up that you would say that to him.
I type my stuff in the phone.
See?
Premises. But no, it's just repetitive and memorization. All these guys be looking corny up there on the stage with their phones out, and I just be up there running it down.
I like how you keep using shit like looking and seeing.
I can't help it.
So I appreciate the fact that you do that.
It's just
it's normal. It's a figure of speech in normal language, though.
Nah, but the fact that he's not using it as I can't say these words anymore.
Oh,
The
yeah.
You know what I
people
mean?
around
I
you
could
will
appreciate
laugh
that.
like, well,
Everybody fucking laughs like, Larry,
He
you
just-
won't see me later. You never fucking see me. Oh. You be like, all
laugh
right.
like it's his third grade, but
Yeah, like if he really had a nickel for every fucking time somebody said a blind joke, you'd be like, man,
I
he'd
can
be a
imagine.
billionaire.
I can
real.
imagine that whole roast competition that y'all was in. That was 90% of the jokes.
I mean, I made a joke about him sending a dick pic and it was his big toe. You know what I mean? But it's like,
Hey, yo.
Okay.
So was that a joke saying his wood was small or he didn't know what he was
You
doing?
Larry.
I can't remember.
What'd you say, Raw?
Was that a joke saying his wood is small or he didn't know what he was doing?
Both. A little bit of
Wow.
both. But again, like he just pointed out, I didn't win. So
This is
Oh,
true.
damn.
we
This
didn't
is
fucking
true.
see. That exactly. That's what I'm saying. So whatever, Larry.
There's a copy of that somewhere.
There is a copy of that.
I need to see it,
video.
Larry.
Me
Yeah.
too. I think Freddie might have it.
Fuck up, man.
Freddie
I might.
Oh,
I might.
wait. So Freddie got the shit. Don't want nobody to see it.
No, that's not it.
Ah.
That's not it at all. I have to see if it's because I dump all my photos and stuff, and I haven't sorted through it, so it's probably in a recording or something like that.
Mhm.
I
Send
ain't.
it to me, but it's buried somewhere.
I ain't scared to I ain't scared of that shit. Last night, I came in second at the competition just because I don't know what because, but yeah,
I was
that's it.
waiting.
Boys Club.
Boys Club, yeah, like that's
Wow,
it. I
you
was
guys
only
know Freddie more than I do.
how y'all know me about the same.
They would have said Boys Club before me.
Nah,
I'm
I've
just
never.
giving you a hard time, Freddie.
I don't give her crutches.
Nah,
Hell no.
I didn't get no concessions from these dudes at all.
Hell
None-
to the
none at
no.
all.
We don't play that shit.
Nope.
At the fuck off. Freddie already know that shit.
Equal opportunity over in
Freddie
this
already.
right here.
When I saw Freddie perform in Vegas, if she was trash like the rest of the motherfuckers, I said, Freddie, you got us all with the fucking Vegas. And this is the fuck we doing out here?
I hear it for this.
For this bullshit, you made us
This is the
take
fuck we
planes.
doing? Nigga, you out here wasting our time and energy. I didn't bought drinks from these motherfuckers. I'm
You
pissed right
stupid.
there.
You stupid, bro. I appreciate that you wasn't upset that we went to Vegas and I did my thing, but that's
Yeah.
stupid.
Man, listen, I'd have became a comedian that night, flame roasting the whole fucking night.
Hey, Raw was so mad at me because I was sitting there just laughing. He like, why is you gassing these unfunny motherfuckers up? I'm like,
That's how you get booked in Columbus. Freddie forgot she was out of town.
Okay, I didn't learn some shit.
All right,
Larry, when I
you-
say these motherfuckers was horrible. Horrible.
they needed work. I'm gonna say that they're still in the very, very infant stage of comedy. Because
So you
some
gave
of them
them
said
pity
it was
laugh?
like, what'd you say?
Nah. See, here's the thing, Hector. A pity laugh is a ha, and you leave it at that. Freddie was, oh my goodness.
Oh, she was falling
I'm like,
over.
I'm looking, I'm ready to throw some shit at this motherfucker. What the fuck is you doing? Yo, like, what is we doing
Nah,
out
don't
here?
play me like I was like, go.
This
You
nigga
on
at
the
one
ground
point, he's
rolling
like,
around.
hey, Hector, at one point she fell on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
Yeah.
what is we doing?
Freddie was trying to
She's
get
like,
some
nah,
some
you
room
know,
keys and shit.
you got to look out for people. Fuck all that gaslighting shit. I'm
Yeah.
tired of the inclusive shit.
I was
I'm
trying to
over
be
it.
encouraging, but Raw didn't want to be like encouraging with me. Hey, for real, I'm gonna tell you the real.
No. Encouraging is, you know what? You was brave enough to get up there. That's encouraging. Not, oh my goodness.
You killed it,
Freddie.
bro. You killed it up there, bro.
That's gaslighting. That is not encouraging. That is gaslighting.
So here's what a lot of times what I laugh at the mics. A lot of times what I laugh at is me making a joke better in my head already, as is being said. 2, the joke not landing, nobody laughing. I'm laughing because you thought somebody was gonna laugh at that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I might laugh at that.
Yeah, like that's how I laugh. Or sometimes I laugh because it is completely silly and I get it, even though nobody
Oh, it
else
clicks.
does. Yeah, a little like, yeah. So I mean, there's a couple reasons why I laugh. A lot of times is you thought that shit was gonna land and it wasn't funny, and you sitting up there like,
Right.
So
Do
you know,
y'all hate
Larry, if
when
you could,
comedians laugh at their own jokes?
yeah, on stage
Occasionally,
they do.
not a lot, but some people
Some
do.
of them do, and they shouldn't.
you know, for me it all depends. If the joke is actually funny, it's one thing. But if you laughing just because you cracked the joke, that's another thing.
Yeah, I've caught myself doing it a couple times. I laugh because I'm laughing with the audience, and I'm not laughing at my joke.
I'm laughing
But
at
I
a
don't do
reaction.
it. It doesn't happen very often with me.
I'm laughing at an audience member's reaction or a certain laugh that you hear in the back. Like when you hear somebody do the the snort from your joke, that shit like, oh, I got them to snort.
Yeah, that's like next level praise right there with a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I'm at work. I'm at work one day, right? And I'm just, I just like to talk shit. And I said something to one of my coworkers, and she snorted so fucking hard. I said, "Oh, fuck!" Like, I said, I feel like Richard Pryor right now, my nigga. So she snorted again. She like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I said, nigga, ain't nobody ever snorted to a fucking joke I said before.
It made
Nigga,
you
I
feel
was
good,
praised,
didn't
like,
it? It was like,
hell
oh, I should
yeah,
go.
like,
I should be a comedian. Hey, yo, I'm a comedian now.
see,
Like,
that's like $1 million worth of laughter right there. When you get a nigga to snort.
So which laugh do y'all prefer? The snort or the where they're gasping for air and then they laugh?
I don't know. Shit, I want them all to laugh. I don't care what it sounds.
I was gonna say I don't give a
The
shit.
more
What
laughs, the merrier.
It's like
I mean, we just said the snort laugh was top tier. So I think the inhaling and they trying to breathe and then they
on
laugh.
the verge of dying.
The dying laugh, I think, is the best one.
Right.
You know, the
the guy that can't stop, or the lady that can't stop.
Yeah.
And you're waiting, and she's still over there.
Oh my
falling
God.
out.
Hey, I swear, it's good when you hear this. I've heard this a couple times. Like, hey, something wrong with her. Like, swear I've heard that from a couple different people. Like, hey man, something wrong with her. She crazy. Like,
I said that in the car on the way over here.
Larry, if you could compare yourself to one comedian all time, who would it be?
I don't know, because I try to be. I mean, I like a lot of comedians. Freddie could probably give you a better.
This is an interview about you. They see me every week, motherfucker. Come on.
I like deadpan, but I also like to smile. So I don't know.
Deadpan and smile. Who the fuck is them dudes?
Like Steve Wright, Anthony Jeselnik, Mitch Hedberg.
Deadpan is a type of comedy where it's really dry. It's really like,
dry humor.
Like
now
how,
you got to
Larry,
talk to us the regular people language, cuz we don't know the comedy lingo.
Like how Larry is dressing and how he's talking. Very deadpan, very bland, no flavor. Just.
So when I asked Freddie, I said, yo, can we get some videos or tell us a little bit about Larry? And the first thing she said was, he gets mistaken for homeless people all the time. Is that a purposeful thing?
I don't know. I mean, I just wear like cargo shorts and a hoodie. And then if I don't get my hair tightened up, I like to say that I'm transforming into a homeless person because it starts to come undone. But
cargo shorts in Ohio winter.
I just
I think that's a white people thing right there, because I know a lot of white people that wear shorts.
That's how you know he white, because he do have the dreadlocks, but then them shorts.
Well, I got long shorts without pockets, the Dickies. I wear those too. Just something I'm comfortable wearing, and I don't have a job where I gotta worry about what people or care about what people think. So I just do me.
All right. Do you tuck your shirt into your shorts?
I don't.
Yo.
Are you still tucking shirts in?
You silly, hectic. You silly.
You got a collar shirt and a pocket protector.
I feel like any man that tucks his shirt into his shorts is a serial killer.
No, facts.
Yeah, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah.
Right.
And then what? Flip flops with socks on, or flip flops in general.
No,
I'm going there. Flip flops.
I mean that's a Florida thing.
He wear flip flops, so that's his thing. And he wear the
I wear
thong ones
flip-flops.
too.
The tiger stripe Spanx
shut
with
up.
the
Shut
thong.
up.
Favorite friend.
Yeah, I don't wear no sandals.
As he
it's
sips
lies.
his glass of wine, yo, as he
Facts.
puts his glass of wine up, that's the bad timing, Hectic. This bad timing, bruh. You can't be like, I don't wear that shit, and then be like,
Facts. I'm Beaujolais. Fuck is you talking about?
Pinky up.
you know, as I drink my sangria.
Yeah. Y'all gonna be hating because someone got some culture?
Okay,
Get
ain't
the fuck
nothing wrong
outta
with it,
here.
Hectic. I ain't
Now all
mad.
of a sudden he got culture. Ain't that about
Yeah.
it?
Culture side.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny though.
Balance out the show.
So Hectic though,
Yeah.
you asked us about laughs, like the epitome of a good laugh. Like, so what is a good piss on the face? Like when you get it in her eye or when you get it in her lip or mouth?
For when she drinks it.
Oh, bleh.
She wasn't expecting that shit.
I wasn't ready for that answer, Hectic. Bleh. Okay, I didn't mean to go down that avenue. Let's go ahead and reverse and make a left. Whatever we was gonna ask, bro. Go ahead and ask the next question to my homie Larry.
I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna ask at this point.
I'm sorry I asked. I thought I was gonna try to be funny and but then Hectic gonna say some dumb shit that I didn't even think he was going I didn't imagine it was gonna be there.
All right. I think this is a moment where we need a little break. So I found this video. So typically what I do, Larry, and I wanted to be respectful. So what I do is I usually bring a lot of pictures and I let people say what's the first thing that comes to their mind. But I ain't want to be out of pocket and you can't see the pictures. And then you got to chop Freddie in the fucking throat because she won't explain it to you in detail. And we didn't need that type of violence tonight. You know what I mean? We don't need that over there. So what I did was I found a video of something that I seen today that I think I wouldn't mind y'all's opinion on.
Real quick, imagine a domestic violence with Larry. Like I'd be like, "What? Hit me."
Facts.
Say it again. Say something again.
Say something again. Hit me then. Hit me.
Oh, I'm the one getting beat?
No, you the one
nigga
swinging on nothing, nigga.
That nigga that beat up everything but Freddie.
What was the like Sean and Don't Be a Menace?
Yeah, just punching all the little kids out.
Yo.
But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, You know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to you. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that
Fucking video ever. Secondly, why he always sound like he's one cut hair away from crying?
Oh no, man. Oh no, man. Man.
Facts, he really do. Listen, before we get into the actual video, Larry.
Yes.
Let's say 18, 19 months ago, right? You sitting in your crib, you chilling, you having a good day, sitting back, you on your fucking hectic shit, fucking swishing fucking wine around in your mouth, spitting it out so you see what it tastes like, all that type shit.
Big time.
You definitely need to pause that.
If you say so, that's what wine connoisseurs do. So clearly you're not that much of a wine connoisseur, but whatever. So now you doing the wine connoisseur type shit that Hectic don't do because he trying to act like he fucking cultured. Fuck Hectic. But you get a phone call, you pick it up, and it's some random motherfucker that's like, hey man, is this Larry Dan Flowers? And you're like, yeah, I'm that guy. Fuck you mean? And they say, oh, this is Diddy's assistant. He wants to know if, he's having a party in about, 13 days. He'll fly you out. You come through. You have a party. You could join the party. You ain't got to perform or nothing. All he wants you to do is show up. And because he know you live so far, you know what? He going to let you stay in one of his rooms in the mansion.
So free room and board. You get
going?
Back then, before all this stuff went down, I'd have been like, man, this is cool. I'd have been a little hesitant about getting flown out, though. I felt funny about that.
You don't want to feel like a bitch?
Yeah, that would have made me feel a little funny. A little bit. Just a little bit. Because, I mean, if he was my friend and we were cool and I knew he had money, but I never met this guy before and he was just coming at me like that, that would have been a flag on the play.
Because he tried to fly you out.
Yeah.
Yes. So
let's say you paid for your own ticket.
First class though.
Yeah. I would have loved to go out there to a P. Diddy party.
So let's say
not
he
knowing what I know
out,
now,
right?
But...
You paid for your own ticket and you went and you get there and everybody get a complimentary bottle of baby oil. You walk into the door. How you feel about that?
Where the strippers at? He said, no, you just put that on you. Yeah, it would have been. Now, what Terrence said at the end, I heard other artists say similar stories about how him like giving them booty calls, telling them to come over and hang out type stuff. So yeah, I've been hearing all that a lot. But back then, yeah, I mean, Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. was my favorite rapper for a long time.
Would you have split the tickets for Notorious B.I.G.?
Nah, look, I'm just talking about hanging out, just talking shit, not
baby. Like I'm just saying, pause. I was supposed to pause. My bad.
Yo, Freddie, how you feel about hearing that video?
Well, first of all, I think it's interesting that Diddy just came over and stared at his light-skinned, pretty-eyed ass and just was like,
Why you had to use all them adjectives?
Because that's what Terrence Howard is. He light-skinned, pretty-eyed ass. And anytime I see a dude with pretty eyes, like they just a pretty-eyed motherfucker to me. So that's what
Every day I'm glad I'm an ugly ass nigga, boy. I'm trying to tell you, but keep
Why?
going.
What's wrong with that? You can't be a
The
pretty
way,
eye
man,
motherfucker.
boy, if you look like something, the way y'all talk about them niggas, holy shit.
What you mean? I tell
Well, if you
my daughter a pretty eye motherfucker. She get on my nerves.
see,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
can
Like,
tell a woman, you can. It's cool to say a woman a pretty eyed motherfucker, but when
I
you
know.
say a nigga, you say that dude got pretty eyes, he a bitch. That dude got pretty eyes, he probably gay. Like it never fucking does. Like,
see, I
oh,
don't
he
say
light skinned, he take it in the butt. Like that should be crazy.
I don't say that type of stuff. I just be like, "Ooh, look at that light skin, pretty eye motherfucker." Like not too long ago, I was a sucker for a light skinned motherfucker though. Like I used to like the light skins real tough.
Oh, the
Why you
light
look at
skins
me
made
like
you
that,
moist,
man?
huh?
I know.
He did have some decent
he was
eyes.
like,
No, his eyes was
he was
black.
like, I'm as light as they come.
Facts.
But not like
Larry said, "Look into my eyes."
and then secondly, Terrence Howard is funny because like it's funny because like in almost every movie he do got a little bitch thread in him in every role he play. You know, man, you look man. You know what I'm saying?
Puffy try to fuck me, man.
Yeah, Puffy was trying to fuck me, man. So it's funny that Puffy came at him like a bitch, like, hey, why don't you show me your music and stuff? Like, knowing good and goddamn well we done heard Terrence Howard's music. Don't nobody want to strum on his guitar. Don't nobody want to hear none of that acoustic shit. So
when he
Puffy
said it in
had
the
to be
video, I was like, hold up, he has music?
oh, you didn't know that? You
It's
should go
trash.
listen. Go
This shit
listen.
is trash.
Horrible.
This
It's
shit
up
is
there with
trash.
Andre 3000. Like you ain't gonna
Yeah.
listen to that shit again.
Yeah, that shit is trash. And it ain't like you that great of an actor, nigga. The way you keep acting like you top
Same
tier
person.
acting ass nigga, man.
He the same. He is typecast. I will say that. That's his problem. He does the same exact role each time.
He
But
been the
that's
same motherfucker since
Hustle and Flow.
Oh, Hustle and Flow?
no, before that. What's
Best
the joint
Man?
with Tay Diggs? I mean, not Tay
Best Man.
Diggs. No,
Oh,
not the
that-
joint with Tay Diggs. Damn, Dead Presidents.
No, I
Oh,
forgot he was in that.
Yes. He been the same.
Yeah.
He literally,
They
if
came
you
from
look at
Vietnam and
Hustle and
stuff.
Flow, that's literally looked like him when he left out the fucking pool hall in Dead Presidents. That whole movie is like he left, and then a year later, Hustle and Flow happened.
You stupid. You stupid. But that's
And
how
in that movie, in the pool hall, that was the first time he said, "Man."
you got points right there, bro. I give you that. I give you
See what I'm
that.
saying?
But yeah, it's
Hey, in the beginning of that video, he sounded like somebody who never got invited to the party. In the beginning of that video,
that's silly.
a little bit mad.
Yeah.
About it.
I think people be lying when they be like, nah, I would never go to a Diddy party.
He was mad. He
Oh,
probably
wow.
had a contractual agreement doing something else, and he wasn't able to go to Puffy's party. Because I think if he was there, I think he'd be happy and not saying nothing right now.
Listen, everybody, I'm gonna keep it a beat, right? If you didn't know that Puffy was the super freak body ass nigga, and you got invited to the party, you was going. But at the end of the day, it was your decision to stay and get poked
freaky
or go to fuck home.
But also too, there's also levels to the party. So maybe you had no clue that the other Eyes Wide Shut party was going on in the midst of the party you was at. You know, you was in general population party. And then there's VIP party, and then there's extra VIP where everybody
I'm pretty sure Puffy wasn't fucking niggas at 11 o'clock p.m.
Right.
You stuck around till 4:30 in the morning.
Wait a minute. What freaky times do you got on your watch?
Anytime can be freaky time, Raw. What you talking about?
Listen, anytime could be freaky time, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't fucking niggas at 11 p.m. because the party just started. Man,
I see what you're saying.
If you chose to stick around till 4 in the morning, fuck is you trying to spend that at this thing crib for, cuz? You got to drive it just like he do. You chose to stay till 4 in the morning because you was like, I heard that nigga do a little something with a little something.
Well, now, how about this?
It's a
But how
different
about
area.
this?
You got a stamp on your hand to get to the freaky.
I was gonna say, but how about
Yeah.
this? You got, that's the wing where all his guests stay. You didn't know that freaky shit was going on, but you was drunk as shit, so you was like, I'm just going to my room. You know what I
Again, why
mean?
you that drunk that you guys stay at this nigga crib?
Yeah,
Take your bitch ass home.
Some people happen that way.
That's as good as they ain't gonna leave. They gonna sit down and squat.
Yeah, they like it's all the liquor I could drink, all the drugs I could take. I'm here.
I'm not gonna cap. I would have been there.
Hell yeah, I would have been
Yeah,
there.
you nasty. Y'all
I would have
nasty.
went. Now, would I have been there at 4 in the morning? Hell no. But at 11, we getting it private.
So you went and went to
Okay,
the
so Ro, what time was you leaving? 3:30, 2 o'clock?
Nah, listen, I don't give a fuck.
As soon as the baby oil came out and got squeezed across the room,
first
like,
of
hey,
all,
y'all.
if niggas start passing out baby oil, I'm leaving off the rip because I don't like the way this shit going. You know what I mean? Like I'm not with all that. But at the same time, if I come to your crib, right, we partying at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm ready to dip set anyway. So I'm out.
That's gonna be an hour and something. That's
cool, but I'm not showing up at 11. Nah. If the party don't start to 11, I'm probably not going.
But I'm talking about the younger you, not the old you.
The younger me, I still went out at like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
The fuck?
Yeah, whatever.
Nigga, I wanted the full enjoyment of about $10 that I paid to get in this bitch. I'm not paying you. I'm not paying you to get in.
You helping the bouncers pull the chairs down and set up everything. Like
I'm in it. Listen, here's something I learned, and my homie told me this shit, right? He said, when you get to the bar, right, if the shit open at like 8, the first 2 hours, typically the drinks is cheaper, and they're giving you full alcohol, the full amount of alcohol. So you can drink actual regular drinks early. It's when it hits 11, 11:30, 12 when they start pulling out the watered down bottles.
Or you could pregame before you even get there.
That too. That too.
Or you could just throw something under your titty and bring your bottle in.
Well, listen, everybody ain't got world feeders, Freddie. You're the only one on this panel right now with world feeders. I'm just saying.
You gotta call them that first of all, because these motherfuckers ain't feeding shit no more. Number one, well, anyway, what I'm saying,
somebody try to eat from them motherfuckers, Freddie. Somebody try to eat.
Go over there and grab the baby oil, Freddie.
They might not. Hey, yo.
Larry's stupid. He's stupid. Swear, man, can't take this motherfucker nowhere with me. It's okay.
Larry said, I got a quick massage for you. As soon as you let me know you're ready.
Let me get to know you some more. Let me get to know you.
It's almost 11. Let's get this going.
And he gonna massage your scalp.
It's almost 11. The party's starting 11, like Ross said. Shit, that's wild.
No games being fucking played. Larry, how do you feel about the comedy world in general? Like, I don't know what level, I guess, of comedy you on at this point, but how do you feel about the comedy world in general?
That's a tough question. I could go a lot of places with it, but it's kind of like other groups. Like, it's funny that in comedy, if you talk to the older comedians or the newer ones and the ones in the middle, or even read about it, being funny isn't always what gets you booked on a show. It's not even sometimes not even the top 3. It's who you know and being in the right place at the right time. A lot of stuff.
What hurts, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, is when you see a person getting booked over and over, and you know that the funny didn't matter at all, because you go and you like, I just paid money to see this person on stage and not be funny. Like, dang.
Like when we in Vegas.
It's cold to hear that from a comic saying it, but
it's the truth.
You don't have to be. You could listen to the room and know if somebody's not doing well.
But it only hurts me as a comic. It irritates me as a comic because I'm a person who really works to be funny. You know what I'm saying? I really work on my craft. And when you see a person that doesn't work, well,
She's gonna talk about me right here while I'm sitting.
Yeah, a person that don't write jokes
I
every
ain't mad
day.
at it.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you did that.
When I know that you know the work that you put in, and you like, dang, they getting booked and they don't even put in the work, they just kissing ass. You know what I'm saying?
It's called networking.
Yeah, networking, kissing ass, but it's still it's discouraging, but not for me so much because I'm funny. I don't care.
Roger that. What is your least favorite part about being a comedian?
Waiting for a show, waiting to get booked. You know, maybe the traveling, but getting booked and then getting people to show up. That's hard.
This motherfucker said the traveling. Time out.
I heard the shit out of
I
it.
gotta put up with Freddie. You
Bruh.
guys only see her once a week. I see her 3 times a week. It's a lot.
Nah, by your count only, you want to see me 3 times a week. Freddie, you going?
I tell her no. I tell her sometimes I can't go out tonight. You're gonna have to go solo.
Listen, all I'm saying is he talking about the traveling gets to him a little. All he got to do is sit back and ride. Oh, that's all he got to do, and he tired of doing that.
Yeah, but you ever ride in the car with a motherfucker you really don't want to be riding in the car with?
That's what I be saying, but not.
I got about halfway there.
I still take him because I'm trying to be a nice to you want to help the other people that be that need help.
Well, you done too much wrong in your life.
I'm trying to redeem myself, Larry. But I'm trying to get Jesus points up in this motherfucker. Like, come on.
You said you don't like waiting to be booked.
Or waiting to get I mean,
like, how hard is it to get booked?
Yeah, it's real. It's
oh no.
I don't know. You'll have like times where like you're doing all weekend long, and then all of a sudden now you got a couple weeks.
Yeah, that is
the
true.
next show. It's like hot and cold, and then I don't know. There's a whole lot to it. I get tired of hearing my jokes. I want some new stuff.
I know.
No, I get tired of hearing Freddie's jokes.
I get tired of hearing Larry's jokes.
I always wondered that. Like, how quick do you get tired of like using a joke?
Real quick. But that's the part of you developing a joke. How many different ways can you take one premise? How many tags can you put on it? Because you could really keep going on and on and on with something if you keep writing it down and reworking it.
Somebody asked, what's that? Larry the Cable Guy, when will you stop using a joke? And he said when they stop laughing.
Yeah, when they stop laughing. Because what the funny thing is, the joke here has been worked, and you've worked it at the same audience. They've heard it. So that big boom of a laugh is going to start turning into a chuckle. But when I take this joke somewhere else where they ain't never heard it, a new audience, that's a new kind of laugh. That's like, getting a new side chick for the summer or some shit. That's a whole new territory.
It's like
getting a new
my set's like an old classic car. It's old to me, but it's sharp when I take it outside.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can see that too.
No, Freddie's right. If it's a new room, it's gonna hit like brand new money.
And then also too, sometimes when it hits in a new room, you get another tag on it because you got an audience member that gives you something like, oh shit, da 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 da, and you're like, damn, I didn't think of it that way. So you had another brain, work on your premise for you. So I like it.
Real quick, Larry, being as though you can't see the reaction from the crowd.
You can't read the room.
They laugh.
So that's a crazy situation. So how do you know when a joke actually is funny?
I don't give up on them a lot of times.
There's times where like it could be shit to me that's funny, but it don't make me like go crazy with a laugh. So I might get a quick smirk or a small chuckle. Like, how do you know when that joke is like, all right?
It's when you're open mics are tough because a lot of people ain't paying attention. It's a lot of comics. They're not gonna laugh. They're really not gonna give you much. So it's almost like just practice going through your stuff. But I used to take it personal, and then I'd get upset, and I realized, what am I getting upset for? I got to do better. I can't blame them. You know what I mean? But man, I don't have to worry about that no more. I get laughs. I just straight up get laughs. If I'm starting a new joke and I really like it and I don't get laughs, I don't give up on it. I'm like, nah, they're gonna like this joke. They just don't. They're not listening. They're not paying it.
So
I
if
keep working
they
on
don't laugh the first time, you might change like the way you say it or the ordering you say it or the.
It's funny. I did an open mic one night. Did my whole set, just 5 minutes. Did the whole thing, not one laugh. On the way home, I'm saying, why am I even doing this? I'm paying for an Uber each way. I hadn't met Freddie yet, so it wasn't that bad yet. It's not as bad. It wasn't that bad. So no laughs, nothing. I'm telling myself I ain't doing this no more. Next week, I say I ain't going. Just 5 minutes before it's time for me to leave, I say, let me go ahead and go. I went out. I got there just in time, did my same set from last week, got laughs all the way through.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, as a comedian, you really have to stick with it. You're gonna have your bad nights. You know what I mean? You're gonna have your bad.
Yeah, listen, I don't have those.
You know, I think, but Larry has a unique way of like, he's deadpan, but the stuff he says is like so funny. It's hard to describe. It's like he's witty in a very mundane way. Yeah, me too, kind of way, I guess. But like, it's funny how he says certain stuff, especially like people don't know, but like, you know, in private conversation, hilarious as heck because, you know, he throw them zingers out. But it's logical though. Like he'll throw some like.
Listen, like I said, the conversation I had with the two of y'all, I'm cracking the fuck up. Like these motherfuckers is wilding right now.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's just all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like all the time, ain't nothing wrong with it. I love to laugh.
Yeah, I tell Fred, I have to keep making jokes so Freddie won't tell me all her problems. I can't do that. I said, hey, you should get a counselor or somebody to help you.
The rant for the day was to have strictly platonic male friends. We don't need to hear certain shit.
Yeah, he started out with that. That's right. The rant.
He did. I heard the rant. I think that's
around with your butt cheeks out. She ain't got no shorts on right now. She's just sitting here.
Oh, that's what she be doing?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and stand up real quick, Freddie.
I smell the baby oil though.
Why he got pants on? I'm gonna show you. I got pants on. See?
No. Take the blur off.
Take the blur off. Yeah, look, and I'm pretty doing it. No, I ain't gonna take the blur off. It's there.
Right cheek, Freddie.
That nigga said I could smell the baby oil.
Baby oil. This is why I can't take Larry nowhere with me. This like, come on, Larry. Come on, Larry.
Y'all motherfuckers is wild. All right, we didn't reach that midway point. It is time for our commercial break.
Before we go, Larry about to leave because he got to get the hell home. You got to get the hell up out of my house.
Larry got some curfew problems.
Yeah, he got curfew, so he got to get home.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, for sure. Thank you, Larry. If you want to
come back. Before you go, Larry, hold on. Before you go, tell everybody who you are, what you got going on, where they could check you out. This is the time where you get to talk your motherfucking shit. Show the fuck off, son. Talk your shit, son.
Hey, all right. I'm going to be at the Attic Comedy Club in Columbus, Ohio, April 12th for the cookout. You can find me there. And then they also gave me a monthly show at the Attic. It's the third Thursday of every month. And this month I got Connor King out of Philadelphia. He's headlining, but you can see me there. That's usually where I'm at.
Say social media.
Oh, yeah, Larry Dan Flows. You can find me on Facebook or Instagram at Larry Dan Flows. And you follow me, I'll 9 times out of 10 follow you back.
Roger the fuck that, man. We appreciate you coming through, talking your shit, Larry.
All right. Larry will see y'all in a minute, but I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. He'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Roger the fuck that.
And today's sponsor is Motivate Image. Go and check them out. Motivate Image is doing great things. They are geared towards mom boudoirs, bodyscape, silhouette, all those type of photographies. They're trying to allow, and today's sponsor is Motivate Image. Go to Motivate Image on Instagram at Motivate Image. That's MOTIVA Image on Instagram, also TikTok, or you can find everything that they have going on at Linktree/Motivate Image. They predominantly do boudoir. However, they also do silhouette, bodyscape, fashion. Go ahead, go to Linktree/Motivate Image and book with them today.
What's wrong, Seth?
Yo, your face was like, what the fuck?
Ain't nothing about me that ever need to be a solo screen. Nothing about me.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, so listen. I know Freddie be back here in a second. You know, she probably walking Larry to his car or some shit, make sure he get home safely. You know what I mean? But I don't know if you've seen this or you heard about this. But earlier this week, Slim Thug did a live video. And during his live video, he saw a chick walking down the street in some very provocative shorts. So he pointed the camera towards the chick and he was like, listen, this is the reason why a lot of dudes don't have respect for a lot of women, because y'all show off everything and y'all expect dudes to not pay attention, I guess. So I saw this because somebody else posted it, and all I said was, you know, I kind of agree with him. And don't get me wrong, I think women should be able to wear whatever the fuck they want. I'm not one of them dudes that's like, oh, you can't step outside wearing certain shit unless you're my motherfucking wife. But the rest of you motherfuckers, y'all can walk outside wearing whenever y'all want. I really don't give a shit. Am I gonna look? Yup. And then I'm gonna keep it pushing. I ain't about to be, oh my goodness. Nah, you're not getting that much attention out of me. That's just me. But when I commented on it, the person that posted it, you could tell she was low-key upset. And she was saying it's not fair that women should be held accountable for what they wear because dudes are creeps. But I think what a lot of women consider dudes being creeps is the fact that you wanted attention and now you got attention, but you don't actually like attention is the way you think. When you walk into a mall, every store has what they want on display so you can see it. If your ass is on display, niggas ain't about to keep turning their head. Your titties on display, niggas ain't about to keep turning their head because niggas like what they see. How do you feel about his comments and the fact that women are now upset because they feel like they are held accountable or they shouldn't be held accountable for what they wear?
So first, I didn't see said video or said comment.
Mm-hmm.
What I am going to talk about is consequences. When I was in, I think, first grade, I had a teacher, Miss Tyndale. She told me anything you do in life, whether it's good or bad, is going to have a consequence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of people that are going through life nowadays not thinking that they're going to face any kind of consequence or that they shouldn't face any kind of consequence. Now, I'm not saying a young lady or a woman should be harassed or any of that thing just based on what she dressed like. However, if a man goes out and his balls are hanging out or his dick's hanging out, it's a problem.
Mm. Nope. It's only a problem to the people who don't like it. Because it's going to be some chick that's walking down the street and be like, ooh, I put his dick in my mouth.
I'm sure, but they're not going to be as aggressive as a guy would if a chick was
Depending on, I
walking
know
out.
some aggressive ass chicks. So, you might be right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, why you don't ever do this shit when you look?
Because I don't do that.
You're not cultured enough.
I'm not cultured enough. Correct. So I feel, and it's true, right? Now, a woman one-on-one with the guy and his balls is out, his dick is out, maybe she'll act the way she wants to act. But her around other girlfriends, that'd be like, case in point, if I take a photo of a female, of a woman, right? She's gonna be like, oh my God, I love these photos. They're the best thing since sliced bread. Until one of her girlfriends say, I ain't really like the photo. Then all of a sudden, she don't like the photo.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So in a group of women, she gonna be like, ew, he disgusting. While in the back of the head, she trying to, find him in the corner and be like, yo, what's up? Type shit. You know what I mean? If she's that kind of female. I do feel like a lot of women are looking for attention. They don't know what kind of attention they're looking for, but they're going with the easy mark, right? They're going for low-bearing fruit in a sense, right? Until it's a guy that they don't want. Now, if they walk outside and they're provocative and the dude that they want holler at them, it works. But if they walk outside and the dude they don't want holler at them, it's a problem.
We did it at episode few seasons back, Thirst Trapping. Make sure y'all go check it out. And remember Dramo was saying how if she don't like the nigga, don't look at me. But if she liked the motherfucker,
look all you
check
want.
me out.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to be a perv, you looking at me. It's another thing to be a nigga I like, look at me some more.
Like everyone has these things called mirrors. Or they should.
First of all, nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Before you even looked in the mirror, bitch, you bought them pants because they made your ass look delicious. You got the shirt because it shows just enough cleavage.
Mm-hmm.
You know this. You know that people gonna look because you wore the shit to make people look. So to be upset that a motherfucker is now looking, get the fuck out of here.
It's also no accountability. Like you said, you took all these steps to pick out. Like anytime a dude's going out, he knows what his fit's going to look like. He picked out the fit knowing if he wears joggers, he know he want, you know what I mean? He want a show. So everyone knows what they're wearing when they put in a certain outfit or what the attention they're going to get when they put out a certain outfit. I just think there needs to be more accountability. Like I said, I'm not saying anyone should be harassed for what they're dressed like or how they're dressed. However,
you know what's sad? It's sad that you want to say nobody should be harassed, right? You want to say this, but harassment is so subjective.
No, 100%.
Like it's sad, like because it's hard to say that one person is being harassed when somebody else is saying they being harassed, and it's like, well, all he did was look in your direction.
Or like the women be like, oh, this dude's in my DM. He said hello. That's all he said. That was it.
Or at the same time, what did you do to make him want to get in your DMs? Because not every chick on this planet got a bunch of dudes in their DMs. Contrary to popular belief, every female on the planet don't got a bunch of dudes in their DMs.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
It's hard to assume that not every female got a bunch of dudes in their DMs. The ones that don't got a bunch of dudes in their DMs are the ones that aren't doing things to make people want to jump in their DMs.
Right.
So
if you post no pictures of yourself, yeah, it's hard for a bunch of
even if
dudes
you
to come
don't
for your
post no
business.
pictures, you may like, all right, I see chicks complain all the time, right? Oh, I post a picture of me just reading the book and don't nobody like that. But if I post a picture of my ass, I get 1,000 likes. Chicks that ain't posting their ass all crazy and putting it on the fucking sink and twerking and doing all types of shit. Not everybody's in their DMs. You see what I'm saying? You might find a nigga that'll hit you. It's crazy how many females I've hit up on some old I'm trying to interview you type shit and don't even get a response.
Oh, I
But
mean,
then
I'm just
but
saying.
then they talking shit about the niggas that send their DMs sending dick pics. You looked at those ones, but you didn't look at the ones saying, "Hey, let's bring you on so we can interview you about your music or your book or whatever."
Bro, when I was heavy in the industry, hey, you complaining on social media that you need to make some ends. Well, here's an opportunity. You already posting that you got an OnlyFans. You already posting that you whatever. Well, let's go and make some magic happen. Nothing. But like you said, here's a dick pic. You'd be like, how you know the dude's name Slick Dick 99. You didn't know what he was gonna send to you. like, come on now.
Nigga
So,
named Trick Tracy. You answer that
right,
motherfucker.
yeah.
But the nigga named Jamar Jackson, you like, oh, that thirsty ass nigga. I ain't looking at
Yeah.
that shit.
Um,
And I can't speak for everybody's fault. But if I scroll down, I can see what motherfuckers have said before I even read the fucking message.
right. It gives you a preview. Mm-hmm.
So you're seeing the preview.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing the preview.
Mm-hmm.
You chose not to look at certain shit. You chose to go for the thirst trapping shit because you like the thirst trapping.
I also, and I hate to say it like this, and it is whatever. They can't cancel me. I feel a lot of people want to be a victim.
Yes. Oh yeah. We definitely live in an era of the victim mentality for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, he looked at me, and I felt for my life, or I felt no, you didn't. You really did not, because
Right.
the dude's 200 feet away on the other side of the street.
My nigga, right before we started, right, I'm scrolling on TikTok and a video pops up. The chick says, I hate going into the gas station because every time I go into the gas station, somebody tries to holler at me. Let's see if somebody tries to holler at me. Mind you, she walked back and forth past the door
No
to
one
go
paid her
into
no
the gas
attention.
station a couple times before somebody finally said, hey, beautiful. Then she says, see, I told you somebody was going to try. Bitch, walk in the store. What the fuck did you stand outside the store and wait for a motherfucker to say something for? You could have been in the store and out the store already.
Yeah.
And if all you're doing is getting gas, why you ain't just pay at the pump?
And keep it pushing. Like I said, it's like the reverse Pepe Le Pew. You know what I mean? I'm a peacock, but I don't want nobody to say anything to me.
Makes
and
sense.
I get it. You know what I mean? Like, us guys don't have to go through, females like, hey, sexy, hey, blackie, hey, black. You know what I mean? We don't have to go through that. But it's almost like if I know this dark alleyway, there's danger down there, I'm gonna just avoid that fucking alleyway. I'm not gonna go down there and be mad that something happened.
Yes.
You
Again,
know?
I'm not one of them dudes that feel like ladies shouldn't be able to wear what they want. I'm not opposed to that. You know what I mean? Do I hound my wife for the shit that she wear? No. Every day my wife walk out in something tight. She shows cleavage. I know this. But I also too know that not a day goes by where at least one nigga not gonna crack on her. I'm pretty fucking sure a nigga's gonna crack on her every time she walk out the door.
Bro, I see plenty of ugly women with babies.
First of all, if you a real nigga, you know the ugliest bitches fuck the best. It kind of is what it is. It kind of comes with the territory. Also, too, if you know how the game go, the baddest bitches rarely ever get cracked on.
Oh, because they already feel out of the league.
It kind of is what it is. And because they know they bad, they gonna get looked at And I think that's honestly, I feel like that's where the problem lies. They know that niggas is looking, but they not gonna talk to them. Because niggas is intimidated by what they consider a bad bitch or a bitch that's out their league. So a lot of niggas ain't gonna crack on a lot of them.
I don't even think it's that anymore. I don't even think it's that anymore. It's the case in point. Me and a lady, I fucking the shit out of each other. And I'm like, shit, okay. She keeps staring at me. I keep staring at her. So maybe, she wanted, and depending on the circumstances, because dealing with some females, it depends on the circumstance. If they by themselves, the likelihood you could get a conversation is probably high, right?
Mhm.
But if they're around their girlfriends, forget about it, right? So some dudes have been like, all right, I think there's something going on. Let me go and talk to her. And she'd be like, oh no, I was looking at you because you were looking at me. And you'd be like, well, bitch, then stop looking at me. I stopped looking at you type shit. Right? Or the dude didn't think he had any play. Later on, the chick texts and be like, oh, well, I was waiting for you to come over, but you never come over. A lot of women's signals aren't clear whatsoever. So a lot of guys rather be on the side of caution versus go out and just jump on it because
it's funny.
it could
I had a
turn.
conversation with one of my I guess we can call her a coworker because we both work in the same building, right? And me, her, and another guy, we sitting there talking. And mind you, we talking about like food and shit. So this chick walked past and she says, oh my God, she has such a nice ass. So me and the other dude looked at each other. We ain't say a fucking word.
Right. You ain't going to HR me.
We ain't say a fucking word. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But she was like, no, really, like, look at her. So we both looked at each other.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't say a fucking word. Like, we left it at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she was like, nah, like, I think people should be able to give, compliments. So I said, listen, you can say that. We cannot. And I said, also, you can look harder than we can. We can give a quick side eye and call it a day. We can't look as long or as hard as you because we'll get in trouble for that. She was like, no, it's not like that. It's just, don't
bullshit.
be creepy about it.
What's creepy?
Exactly. So I said to her, what you don't understand is, right, if you like me, it's not creepy. If you don't like me, me
creepy.
looking at you more than 0.365 seconds, you heard what I said.
No, nanoseconds.
You see what I'm saying?
Nanoseconds.
Me looking at you more than that is considered creepy.
Mm-hmm.
She looked at me. She was like, nah, I don't think it works that way. I said, it does. Because if you don't like me, if you don't find me worthy enough to be looking at you, I'm a creepy ass dude that was just staring at you. When all I did was look your way and turn my head. I didn't even fucking stare. I just looked at you crossed my peripheral. I turned my eyes. I saw who you was. I turned back around. Oh my goodness, he's staring at me, and I feel uncomfortable.
I mean, we've always talked about the gym situation.
Yes.
And it's like I showed you videos of the girl fucking lifting and the string going straight between her lips and all that. Like
even with them fucking TikTok tights, you literally went and bought tights that are wedged in your ass cheeks to make your ass cheeks pop, and you think niggas is not gonna look? Bitch, is you crazy?
But does that give you the right to stare?
What's okay? As a woman, what's considered a stare?
She just did her Karen hair whip.
Does that give you just because I'm not wearing underwear, I'm sweating all around my vagina, and don't try to victim blame me because why? Why are you being a disgusting man staring at all the stuff that I put on display for you to stare at?
And women forget men are built to hunt. It's in our DNA. I will not apologize for being a man ever, right? No. I do apologize by how some men carry themselves, right? But if, like you said, if the sweat is going right down your moose knuckle and you happen to walk in my peripherals, I'm sorry.
I'm not turning.
I mean,
I'm not about to keep awkwardly turning my head. I'm just not doing it.
I think people have forgotten that other people exist in the world. Like, that's just really where we've come to. Like, you could wear what you want to wear, but people will look at you because you're out there, and you're also too, everybody's on a spectrum. So if you got bright colors on and you moving, you're automatically going to be looked at. I'm just saying though, like ADHD, if you're moving.
Listen,
I didn't know what you were going from the spectrum. I was like,
here's what's crazy. I actually have bad PTSD. So if you cross my peripheral, I'm looking to see what you are. I'm looking to see what you're doing.
Especially if I feel a presence behind me.
Yes, like it's a natural reaction to me. And it's not necessarily that I'm trying to look, man or woman, it don't matter. If I get a glance in my peripheral, I'm turning to see who you are, where you at, what you got going on, where you walking to, because I don't trust no fucking body.
You live with your head on a swivel.
Yes. Like, now the crazy part is when I'm in the gym, and I know it, and I really don't give a fuck. I know when I'm in the gym, it looks like I'm just looking around at all the bitches, but I'm looking at everybody in this motherfucker.
Right
now. At the same time, no, I'm not blaming you for what you wore. And again, you can wear whatever you want. But if you're uncomfortable with me looking in your direction,
and you need to change your wardrobe,
bitch.
Right. I think what it is people in the world forget about self-awareness and self-management. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be self-aware of what you're doing. You have to be aware of what elements you're putting into the atmosphere to change the atmosphere of wherever you're at. You know what I mean? You have to be aware of what energy you're bringing into the room, what energy you may be taking out of the room. You know what I mean? Then you have to manage how you're going to react to other things that's going on in the room. Like, so somebody's staring at me. What you going to do? You want somebody to pop their eyes out? Like, okay, I would look at that too.
I'm staring.
Who the fuck is about to turn their head? Like, keep it a bit. Bitch, you paid to make motherfuckers look at it.
And that's what I was going to say. So I would look at it like, dang, is that her real butt? I know, nah, because her thighs don't match. Now I got questions. Now I'm staring for 5 minutes because now I got questions. But you went and got your ass pumped up so people could look, and now you mad I'm looking. You know what I mean? You wanted to be the subject of people's topics and stuff, but now you're mad that you're the subject. You know what I mean? Like, to make that make sense is, it don't make sense. So
speaking of it not making sense,
hell, we like them thick, like a bowl of grits. First of all, you already know she don't give a fuck. Second, you can best believe she gonna talk her shit. And third, it's Freddie. Who the fuck knows where this about to go? But let's get into Celebrity Wire with Dunkosaurus Rex herself, the foxy Freddie Montaco.
Hey, I like how he says my taco, like it's his taco or something, like my taco, like it's just my taco, like, it's not your taco. Anyway,
it's
because I don't want to say it's everybody's taco, but it ain't everybody's taco. You know what I mean?
Roger the fuck. Why do people even consider vagina a taco? Like,
because it's how it's shaped, and there's
everything
something in the middle.
But everything spills out of taco.
So does the vagina.
I hope everything not spilled out.
See, then you tell us some questionable stuff, Hectic. Like, everything falls out. Things don't fall out of my vagina. They get never mind.
Oh, they get swallowed up?
Nah, nigga. They get what? They get
swallowed. They get swallowed up.
I didn't say they get swallowed up, but I'm just saying they're controlled. I'll say that. They just don't fall out like plump.
So
you know what I'm saying? That means some Kegel. Ain't nobody working on their Kegel activities and
I
stuff.
love the fact that it takes a nanosecond for Freddie to instantly turn red. I fucking love that shit.
I'm not red though, Raw. Look, I'm not red. I'm not red.
Okay.
I might blush a little bit because I don't be expecting it, and I don't be wanting to share with y'all the intimate parts of private Freddie. You know what I'm saying? So like, cause I don't want y'all to know like what make me tick and all that stuff. But anyway,
So it's not leakage. Gotcha.
Oh, it is not leakage at all. No,
Everybody, all y'all got leakage.
Everyone.
See, when you say leakage, is that like some nah, because when you say leakage, that sounds like discharge. That sounds like an infection. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got some wetness.
Y'all all are leaking at some point throughout the day. Like it is what the fuck it is. It's a natural thing.
All right. Bygones. Venus, Mars, Mercury, whatever them books are, men, women. We ain't gonna say the same terms. So whatever. Look, I'm gonna go on with the celebrity news. Again, y'all know I don't care about these people, and I'm not gonna sit up here and complain like, you know, it's my job. So I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna do some research and stuff. But y'all, I don't give a shit about these people. Cause look, we got another baby daddy situation. And it's interesting because people got so many opinions about this story. And it's like, you know, it's not your household. It's not your kid. You're not in a position. So everybody just shut the fuck up, right? So NBA stars rumors that he's paid $1.8 million in child support. The woman got pregnant. I think we're talking about, let's see, Anthony Edwards. Chick got pregnant. She paid him. He paid her for the abortion. It was an overpriced abortion too, which was funny. It was like already $1 million or $100,000. Like, bruh,
he gave her $100K.
$100K, right? $100K for this abortion. I'm like, bro, you could have went online and got that for like $250 or $300.
The thing was, he gave her the $100K to get the abortion and for any type of pain and suffering she might go through during that time.
I get that. But even still, I'm saying, bitch, if you was a bitch from around the corner and this was Raheem or, you know, Tyrone or Trayvon or something.
You took a stack and called it a day.
Yeah, you would have took not even a stack. You would have took maybe 500 and called it a day and a bottle of E&J or Hennessy and called it a day.
These are gutter bitches.
I mean, she ain't wrong though.
They would have took an eighth. They would have took a bottle, an eighth and a pint or something. You know what I'm saying? And to help them on their recovery. And then, so getting back to the story, so he paid her $100,000. She didn't have the abortion, and instead she went ahead and is about to have a baby or had the baby.
She had the baby.
Right, she had the baby. So she took him to court for child support, and he said, "You know what? Let me give you one lump sum, like she won the lottery." And boom, there's no fathering, there's no family, there's no nothing. She got her money.
He said, "Fuck you and that baby."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he said "fuck you and that baby," but pretty much like, "Here go your money, leave me alone. This is pretty much what you wanted." So, boom. Now people are like, "Oh, he sucks because he ain't gonna be a dad to that baby." You know, but he already expressed himself the first time he paid her to get the abortion and the pain and suffering. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, she changed the playbook in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? So that's how some people feel. And then others feel like, you know, go ahead, girl. You got your money. You did your thing. You do. Now, for me, I'm like, I hope she set some money aside because in taxes, that one lump sum is going to hit you over your head when it's tax time here in a minute. So I hope you save some of that. But I mean, she got what she wanted.
I don't know if they get taxed for child support.
You do.
Yeah, you do. Income.
You do.
Why not?
Actually, when you pay, so a lot of people don't know this. And somebody had the courts had to explain it to me. So whatever you pay in child support, they tax it before they actually get it. So like let's say your child support is $100, and I know that's low. Let's say $100 every 2 weeks, right? They might only get like $85. it still gets taxed. Now, I had a conversation with my wife the other day about this, and she informed me of some things that I didn't even know about. And then I saw some other shit and learned some other shit about it. So after he gave her the 100K, apparently she was going to get it, and then she decided, because a lot of people don't understand this, she's an older woman. I'd want to say she's either late 30s, early 40s.
And this is her second celebrity baby, or second or
Yes,
third.
but she said the reason she kept it is because she didn't know for sure if she'll ever have another kid again. Bullshit. But because she did that, that's the reason why she decided to go ahead and keep the baby. Now, here's what makes it crazy. She got pregnant in Georgia. So right before she had the baby, she moved to California where child support payments are higher.
Yeah, because why wouldn't they be?
At the end of the day, you were trying to, it was about a check. I mean,
it's about a check.
You could try to make it seem like it wasn't. It was what it was. Now, my thing on it is, I'm not mad at the nigga. If I told you from the beginning, I don't want to be a dad. I don't want parts of the kid. Me and you discussed it. You took the 100K to say you wasn't gonna have a baby, then turn around and had it anyway.
So
now,
already,
both of them was wrong. One, why you splashing up in the bitch? Point blank, period. I don't know why these motherfuckers don't understand that shit. Double strap. Why y'all niggas ain't double strapping at this fucking point? It's just that fucking simple. If you gonna be fucking these randos, double strap, nigga. What the fuck is y'all doing? Like Anthony,
but also too, you in the industry where people setting you up left and right.
And
setting
again,
you up left and right.
Double
so
strap, nigga. Double
why
strap, nigga. Put a bodysuit on if you have to, nigga. Fuck that shit. One thing I'm not mad at Drake about is him pouring hot sauce in that motherfucking condom. I ain't mad at that shit at all. Now, what I will say is this. All of you bitches that's mad saying he ain't shit because he ain't gonna be there for the dad. He wasn't gonna be there in the first place, for one. He took care of the financial responsibility.
Right.
Second, most of y'all bitches baby dad live around the corner and he ain't there for the fucking baby.
Facts.
So what the fuck is the difference?
Facts.
And I feel like this is definitely a conversation that needs to be had, because a lot of women want to say their body, their choice.
Until it comes down to this.
Yeah.
Yes, you chose to have a kid. Yeah. I can't be mad at that. So I took care of my responsibility part. Like It is what it is. And don't get me wrong, I understand the whole this kid got to grow up without a dad. But whose fault is that at that point? Is that really his fault? Like, let's keep it a bean. We want to sit here and blame this dude when he said
who's in his early 20s.
Parts. If I said from the beginning I don't want parts,
so
specifically says I don't want parts from the beginning.
So for me, that my body, my choice, I get that. So if the dude says he doesn't want to have a baby, and she continues to still go ahead and have a baby, just at that point, let's have an agreement to sign my rights over. So I just won't.
He doesn't care. He's 23 years old.
I get that.
23 years old.
I'm talking about everybody in every other day life. You know what I'm saying? They complain like she still had the baby, and what about my rights? Well, go sign the rights off. Go sign away your rights then. Like, but then again, every state has their issues. Every issue or situation is different. So whatever. Yeah. Let's move on to the others. Speaking of dads, we're going to keep on the same theme of dads. Georgia police arrested a man. I'm not going to say his name because the Breakfast Club talked about him and everything and named him the donkey of the day, and I don't agree with that. Unless there was more issues to the story. But a Georgia dad was arrested for leaving his children at a McDonald's playland while he went to an interview. He left his kids. Now, they said it was an interview. Some people said it wasn't, but not too long. Like, I guess it was about 2 hours. The mother then came and got the kids. Let's see. Hold on. And I'm trying to get the the ages of the kids were 10, 6, and 1. Ooh. And Chris Lewis of 24. Now he 24 with a 10-year-old, so he was a young dad, if that is his kid. You know what I mean? Because he could be a stepdaddy, just doing some shit. So yeah, they've raised so far. He was arrested and he was being held, child endangerment, child neglect, and all of that because he said he was going to a job interview, whatever. And NFL star Antonio Brown started a GoFundMe, and so far on Lewis's behalf,
why didn't he just give him some money?
Look, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. I don't know, because I'm not in Antonio Brown's pocket. But, he started a GoFundMe and just basically said, hey, y'all, can y'all help him out? Because I can't. I won't. So they raised $78,000 for him to post bail or whatever. I think it's
why is his bail so high?
It's probably not the bail. They just
helping him. Yeah.
That's one of those situations where it's like, damn, babe mom, you can't keep the kids while I go to the interview, or mom Dukes, you can't keep the kids while I go to the interview. Like, so I can understand where motherfuckers wanted to look out for him, because in order for you to go that far to leave the kids at McDonald's, versus leaving them home, I'm assuming the McDonald's is either close to the place.
According to the 10-year-old, it's just up the block. You know what I mean? From their apartment. So, and see, in my situation, I'm thinking it's better to leave the kids there, and it could have been an agreement. We don't know the ins and outs of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? It could have been they do this all the time. And just that one time, this worker was like, they worked a different shift or some shit. You know what I mean?
Like, know the situation.
It could have even been a situation where the baby mom was supposed to pick him up 5 minutes after he left. We don't know.
And
so my thing is, working in malls, working in certain retail stores, these adults used to drop their kids off all the fucking time and go about their business and be like, go about their fucking business. So, and
honestly, too, the 10-year-old, if the 10-year-old was just 1 year older, they probably wouldn't have had a whole big problem with it, because 11-year-old or 10-year-old or 12 is when they get kicked out of daycare. They can stay at home, be in middle school or whatever by themselves. So I think, I'm not going to lie. My kid's dad left the kids at home by themselves for a couple of hours. They was young. They was like, 7 and 8.
I mean, I ran to the market real quick, some shit like that. Like, but I put them to sleep one time.
Just,
you know what I mean? Like, that shit happens, especially if you by yourself, and you know what I mean.
Right.
But, and not saying I was by myself, but it's like, my wife might have been at work. I need to run to the market. Let me put them down real quick so I could in and out, versus packing a car seat and doing this.
You didn't lay them down in the woods and be like, hey, I'll be back in 7 hours.
Right.
Yeah. Like, you didn't do that shit. So
start a fire, little nigga.
Like, right. It's like the gentleman left his kids at McDonald's. The mom maybe could have been coming in the next 20 minutes, but she got held up at work. We don't know the ins and outs of everything. And people kill me with their judgments of like, you should have called somebody. You should have. What if his whole family is fucking dead, though? Right. People don't think about that. Some people have no support system at all. You know what I mean? So like,
it's the internet with its fake outrage.
Right. Fake outrage is what it is, because honestly, like, I'm irritated at the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne's pretty much like, he really punched down on this man. Like, you could have called somebody. You could have did this.
From that,
I know. I can only expect great eyebrows from him. That's about it.
And makeup.
I was gonna say, and foundation and liner. So, but it's irritating to me, because like, we want to punch down on black men so bad, but he actually was out there trying, and that should be something celebrated and supported, not down.
And technically he was there for his kids. You know what I mean?
That's like, what I'm saying. Like, shit, he was sacrificing his freedom, clearly, like, sacrificing some rules to go ahead and make sure he went to a job interview. Like, But you know, there's somewhere along the line somebody put out some little narrative that he was just really going to go do some other stuff. But I didn't go down that path because
I hate those people. I
yeah,
hate
you know
those
what I'm
people
saying?
because
Always
it's
gonna try
like,
to create some shit.
how do you know? Like, you
Exactly.
weren't there. Like, how do you
Yeah.
know? Oh, we
So, you
knew.
know,
We know he was selling drugs on the corner. Really?
He went to
Like,
go
right.
meet a bitch.
yeah.
right. So, you know, hopefully everybody is blessed in that situation and that situation changes for them, the kids and the dad. I wish them nothing but the best. But yep, that's my 2 celebrity news. We're gonna keep it on the baby dad, on the father realm. I'm happy because for real, y'all, I do love men. I love black men especially, but like for real, because I know it's a patriotic, yeah, whatever. Men rule the world and all that shit, but like y'all just misunderstood. You know, y'all just some dumbass misunderstood motherfuckers. I get
Look
it.
at that. So speaking of misunderstood, do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. There's a
Did
lot
you
of
see?
things going on right now. It just don't make no sense.
Did you see the one where Elon was applying makeup, but it was a Cheetos bag
Uh-uh.
and a brush and
I didn't see that
and
one.
a fountain? Oh, that one killed me.
I didn't see that one. So I'm over to AI. Have you been seeing these? And I'm okay. So this is why I'm happy and mad at the AI videos that we be seeing. I'm irritated at the AI because it'll have like Winnie the Pooh in the front and then Piglet all big and muscular walking up behind him. Or to have Little
Yeah.
Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? It'll have
Yeah.
those things. I'm mad at the AI renditions of everything, but I'm happy that Coolio's song is
Gangsta
being
Paradise?
played so many times. Gangsta's Paradise is being played so many
Wow.
times. So hopefully his family gets a whole bunch of royalties if that's, you know, the case.
Nah, for real.
But
So
you know.
speaking of dads and all that, right? It's so I seen something and it's I find it amazing that every time, all right, me and my wife was having a conversation, right? And we were saying how, and she was explaining as a woman, she was explaining that if a man talks bad on a woman, that nigga ain't worth shit, right? But if a woman talks bad on a woman, that bitch ain't worth shit. So at what point can anybody say anything about a woman that's not worth, not worth shit? Like you can't give them criticism, you can't give them advice, you can't do none of that. But I
feel
do
like we've
believe
had this conversation already.
we did. But I do believe this right here is advice that needs to be given. Tell me if I'm wrong, Freddie.
Oh,
I saw this. I don't you could do what you want because you're grown, first of all. It is mostly a free country right now where we living in.
she said
Mostly.
mostly.
Like I
Somewhat.
said, mostly. To me, I don't like wearing thongs because they don't be comfortable all the time. So that's first of all.
Can you
Number
wear
2,
thongs, Freddie?
can I wear a thong? Why couldn't I? You can wear a thong. Bro, you can wear a thong if you want to. Come on. What?
I'm just asking. It's a legitimate
wait,
question.
what?
Freddie. Why you get offended when I ask you questions, Freddie?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why wouldn't I be able to wear a thong? Like,
Not
is the
saying
ass
that you
too big
can't,
or
but I
something?
mean,
Like,
like, would it actually do anything? Like, would it? You know what I mean? Like,
it would make me uncomfortable. That's the only thing it's gonna do. I might as well wear
you.
none. Like,
That's an option.
Yeah, then that's most of the time that's the option. I just won't wear none.
Most of the time. God damn.
Yeah. I think I don't even have thongs no more.
You have draws.
Nah, I got underwear. I got first of all,
hold on. Why do y'all hate that fucking word?
Draws? First of all, I do got draws, but I'm saying they're pants. sir.
Yo, y'all
Men
hate
have
that fucking word,
men
boy.
have draws because men have draws. Men have draws. Women have panties. You know what I mean? It's not like I say, "Hey, Hectic, did you
Freddie,
put your
at the end of
panties
the day,
on?"
they all the
You
same
be like, "Nah, I
shit,
got
Freddie.
draws."
It's all the same shit, Freddie.
Okay, so Raw, did you put your panties on today?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you say drawers or underwear or undergarments, they all
it
the
covers
same shit.
it covers a
But
basic.
when y'all niggas hear drawers, I'm like, nigga, fuck you. But you dare say I got drawers on? Like,
No, because when you say draws, you talking about them big giant Pee Wee Herman draws that he put on his head and he start doing this shit, swinging. Big giant ass Hanes draws is what it sounds like when you said draws, just to me just now. So that's what I'm saying. So
that shit
fuck the
bring back
draws.
flashbacks or something.
I'm just saying. Y'all ain't never seen that episode of Pee Wee Herman? You didn't watch Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse?
All right,
Okay, well,
go back to the thongs. Go back to
right. Okay. Anywho, there's like I said, it's a free country mostly for the most part. You could do what you want to do. Wear your thong. I'm not offended. I'm not gonna say nothing to you, but we're going especially if my kids is there and if I'm this type of person and like you doing it, I'm gonna talk loud about you, like, okay, we just gonna do that here. Like,
but I think that's the part, right? What you do around you and your kids, that's
it's different,
fine.
right?
When you go to a public place with other
Right.
people's kids, like back to your early topic, Raw. If a man goes to a kids park or a kids pool wearing some thong speedos, it's a fucking problem.
No, facts.
Yeah, why he got his junk out like that in front of the kids? And I feel the same. Like, girl,
He gonna
you really
instantly be
shouldn't
called
be
a
doing.
perv, a creep, all types of shit.
And she should be called the same. Like, you doing too much. You want attention. Like, these is the kids' time. Why are you taking attention from the kids to look at your ass? Like, put some clothes on and
Now
be good.
here's what's crazy that a lot of them don't necessarily think about, right? You ain't gotta worry about the men. But it's teens in there too.
Oh,
Yeah.
horny.
It's a 13-year-old boy that's in that park. That's like, oh shit. Like,
He gonna go back home and rub his shit
But-
raw.
going back home, that nigga gonna be in the shower room at the park,
But
rubbing
that's
and
the
touching himself.
But that's the point sometimes with some of them and how they do it. They just want
Hey,
the attention of any and
look at-
everybody. It does not
hey,
matter. And
hey,
that's how
look
you
at-
get the teacher having them boys.
That's what I was about to say.
That scream mass train on them because she wanted that attention. You know what I mean? Like,
There's mad female teachers getting locked up.
and I think it's interesting because, like, they always, people, when I say they, whatever they is, they always want to say, like, oh, the trans and gay and all of this and all of that is like a mental illness. Like, not over sexually perverted shit is a mental illness too. Like, why do you need to go to the pool, the kids' pool in a thong, bitch? Why?
You know,
That's
now-
just the same as why, sir, do you need to go to the kiddie pool with all the little girls? Nigga, what? It's the same type of shit.
So
Now I will say overseas in other countries, it's a little different culturally, right? There's
Because
certain
they're
things that
different.
starts up-
it starts out young,
Mhm.
and nudity or sexuality is not like taboo.
That's only in
so
America.
it's not that big of a deal.
It's Western culture that does this. You know, European culture, they drinking at the age of 15. They smoking by the age of 12. They already learned about fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's part of art, it's part of their life.
Yeah.
It's
I was thinking to myself the other day, right? We look at men and women, right? We say men are pervs and men are creeps and men are this, men are that, right? I'm really starting to feel like women are way worse than us. But the thing is, because we don't mind saying it, we don't mind saying certain shit as men. We don't mind saying that her ass fat. But at the same time, if you really look at it, right, you'll hear a woman say another woman's ass fat way more than you'll hear another dude say it. And hold on, and it's because it's acceptable for a woman to give another woman that compliment. It don't get looked at as bad. Again, like I said, I'm standing in the hallway when this chick says, damn, her ass fat, or damn, she has a nice ass. We can't say that, but it's acceptable for another woman to say it. So that means you're looking the same way I'm looking. So why is it naturally acceptable for a woman to be over sexualized and a man can't be?
Because
two
there was
reasons for that.
regression. It's almost like when you have the kid and you were super, super, super strict on the kid most of their childhood. When they get that little bit of freedom, they go, wow. It's the same thing. I feel like women have been repressed with their sexuality for so long that now that it's a sexually liberating time for women, they're out the gate with it now. Now it's like,
It's no holds bars at this point.
right. It's like we gave you an inch, y'all going around the world now. Like it's getting to listen.
And
I'm
if you
getting to the
speak
point.
on it, that means you hate women.
I'm to the point now. I damn near want the chick to be in a hijab and me just be able to see her eyes, and I'll be like, "Ooh, girl, talk to me. What's happening?" I don't want to see all this.
It's crazy. It's a chick right now going crazy on TikTok, and I know motherfuckers have seen it. I'm assuming this bitch got her ass done because her ass is too crazy to not be done.
Oh, you talking about the Arab chick?
In the hijab, she got everything covered up, but below
that
her
ass is stupid
even when
fat.
she wear the long shit, her ass still so crazy that it still go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she's covered up, but you could clearly see her ass is ridiculous.
So there's two issues or two topics to discuss what you was talking about, Raw. Why are women? One, we're in a patriotic society. So when a woman says, "Oh, her ass so fat," versus a man saying it, the difference is there's a possibility the man is going to act on it or some way in some form where it'll be maybe violent or malicious or something. The woman is giving compliments. That's how that it's not me, but this is how my logic is thinking for other people. I don't know. For me, if I hear it, I'll be like, okay.
It sucks that a dude giving a compliment can literally be not saying that this is what you're saying, but again, a lot of it could be a dude just giving a compliment, but it's looked at as, oh, he's going to do something or he's a creep.
Well, here's the thing. It depends also too on how you packaging your compliment, bro.
And a compliment is a compliment. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Just because I don't talk the way you talk, don't make it not a compliment.
No, then that's not right. Then that means you don't know me to know my language and how to talk to me. So
you're a stranger.
Exactly.
Yeah, so okay, a stranger just coming up and be like, "Yo, ass fat as fuck."
No, not even saying somebody standing. Not even saying. So, all right, I was explaining while you was walking Larry to the car. I explained to Hectic. I was standing in the hallway with two people that work at my job, one female, one male, and we talking about food. That's it. We just talking about food, like fried chicken, fucking salsa dips, all that type of shit. Lady walks past. The female says, "Oh my goodness, she has a great ass." Now, to her, she gave that lady a compliment. Had I said, "Oh my goodness, that lady has a great ass," I'm a perv ass nigga for staring at her ass. So sometimes it's not a matter of how it was said. It's just point blank period. Who said it? Because I could have literally said it the same way she said it, and I'm the perv. Hers is a compliment.
I had a female homegirl who said it best, and she said this shit years ago. Women are now treating men the way they accuse men of treating them all their lives.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. To me, either it's for me even when you're giving a compliment, if you ain't formulated right, then that Raw, like you would have said, yeah, you got a fat ass. Like, okay, that's not appealing to me. And I'm supposed to thank you for that compliment. Like, thank you for telling me I got a fat ass, which one, I already know, thank you. But then the way you telling me is, how are you respecting me in that? Like, then that means, like, I don't need to hear your compliments, so keep your shit to yourself. That's how I feel.
It's
and
crazy.
Even if a woman said it, I'd be like, again, it's her delivery. If she come up smacking my ass, bitch, why are you touching me? It's personal space. Like, ooh, go ahead, shorty, you got a fat ass. dude or female did that to me, why are you touching me? So that's just me. I
Yeah,
don't know about other people.
I explained to the chick, I said, I don't give nobody compliments ever at all for nothing. And she was like, damn, for real? I said, yeah, I don't, because it could be misconstrued. Somebody explained to me, one of my homies, right? And this shit fucked me up. And this is one of the reasons I do not give compliments at the fuck all.
Because it's
She
projection.
said, yeah, perception is a motherfucker. She says, and she put it on Facebook. She was like, yo, this dude that I work with, he told me today, he said he liked the way that that those jeans fit. Green is my color. So she was like, what did he mean by that? And I said, well, maybe the color green stands out to you. That's, nah, because why would he say it about the jeans? I'm like, well, did you wear green yesterday? Well, this is the first time I wore green in a while, and you just so happen to have on green jeans today. And he say, I like the way the jeans fit on the jeans look on you. Green is your color. So he's complimenting you, saying green looks good on you.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no, he's
That's
a fucking
not how she
creep.
heard it.
Exactly. He's a creep. I don't know why he will be staring at me while we checking me out. And I said, this is the reason why I don't give compliments, because I could say something extremely innocent and it could be taken really bad. So that's why all I do is I talk shit. I ain't complimenting shit. I'm pointing out all your flaws. Fuck that.
So instead of building somebody up with compliments, you just gonna break them the fuck down.
You're tearing you down.
Why not? So for me, if I heard that, see, it's interesting because like depending on who the words come from has weight to me. See? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a stranger, I've learned like, man, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But if it's somebody who knows me and knows my language and everything like that, and then they talking to me in some type of way, then I'm, my antennas are up. Now, if I'm at work and I get that compliment, like those jeans look nice on you, green is your color or whatever. Now I have to decipher, is this dude gay? Because that could be a compliment just on my fashion. Yeah. No, I'm dead serious. Why y'all both do that? Like, I'm dead serious. He could be complimenting. Like, he could be like, girl, them jeans is fitting you. Green is my color. Depending on the tone and how he said it.
The fact that I gave you a compliment and you had to decipher if
when
it was
I was,
a compliment.
yeah.
No, hold on. You had to decipher if it was a compliment, a backhanded compliment, or a creep
or gay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean but anytime somebody gives me information, I already be like, okay, why are you telling me this information? Right?
So what if he came up to you and it's like, oh my God, like, yo, you smell good.
Thank you. That's a compliment. The way you just said it, you smell good. Oh my God, you smell good. You smell nice. I've told people they smell
I have a
nice.
way with my words.
You know how I tell people they smell good? You know how I tell people they smell good?
That they don't stink?
No. Hey, what you wearing?
Hey, you don't stink today.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna. If I like the way somebody smells, hey, what you wearing? Oh, I ain't wearing nothing. All right.
And that's what I'm saying. So the way you could compliment somebody and not be like, I like them way them jeans. It's the word and the verbiage of the way the jeans are fitting you.
Man, them jeans could be fitting perfectly. I ain't saying shit.
Well, no, this is what I'm saying. You talking about your friend
to help your confidence today, bitch.
No, I'm addressing.
He said,
I'm addressing the
if you held at gunpoint and the robber said, say something nice about her, pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Real shit. Because either way, I feel like I'm fucked. Like real shit. I'm telling you,
that's what I was telling you earlier. That's why either dudes are super aggressive or they're not aggressive enough because they can't read these fucking ancient Roman cryptology fucking signals that women are throwing out here.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. So if my dick don't go in your mouth on a very consistent basis, you will not receive a compliment from me.
So not even one time?
No.
Damn.
I don't do it.
Repeat.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't do it because I done seen too many situations where it could be the most innocent of compliment. Again, damn, I like those jeans on you. Green is really your color. Nigga not even trying to be. And I even asked, I said, well, what tone did he say it? And she was like, nah, he was like real calm. And he was like walking past me when he said it. So it ain't even like the nigga was just sitting there like, oh my goodness. Like the nigga was just walking past shooting you. The nigga just shot you a compliment in passing. And that turned into him being a creep. What a lot of females don't understand is when you do shit like that, sometimes you just put a label on a nigga that everybody around you that fucked him up. You know what I mean? Like he fucked up with everybody now. And now later on, he might again give somebody else a genuine compliment, but they got it in their mind he was in creep mode with her. So he's still being creep mode now. And all that nigga said was, damn, you know what? I like that color on your nails, Freddie. And Freddie like, oh, how dare you stare at me, nigga? Who the fuck
been staring too?
You perv ass nigga.
And you know what color it is? You've been staring at my hands too long.
My fingers, nigga. What you thinking in your head, nigga? Like, nah, I don't get. I'ma tear you down.
So I had a female today that smelled nice, and I wanted to say, hey, you smell nice, but I was like, nah, I'm good.
But it's also too like, well, why you put the smell good on if you didn't want nobody to compliment you on the
That's
shit?
That's the shit I don't get. Like, I don't understand that shit.
That's been this whole second half that we've been talking about.
Yeah, but I think also too. Never mind. I just lost my train of thought. Nope.
Because you end up proving ours.
Hold on. Speaking of train of thoughts, before we get out of here, let's reminisce for a second. Tell me, right? You in the 90s. Right now, both of y'all niggas old enough. You in the 90s.
Don't tell my age.
Man, shut the fuck up, nigga. You old shit. Fuck out of here. You walk in a store. It's a hot summer day. You like, man, I just want one good frosty motherfucking beverage.
Oh, yeah, I already know what I'm getting.
You know what you getting. One good frosty beverage. You walk in. And this what the fridge look like. What you grabbing first?
That ain't it. That ain't it at all.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
That probably wouldn't be it. But if I had to pick something off this list, fuck.
Honestly,
I'm in the early 90s or late 90s because that matters.
The 90s, nigga. The 90s, nigga.
This ain't the 90s.
It's always y'all too with this, fuck all these stipulations and all
these
questions.
First of all, that's not the 90s. That's straight 2000s because you don't have the fucking Mystic.
Everything on here I drank in the 90s, from the rain joints, fucking Fruitopias.
So I'm not going to hold you. That Sobe, that
Sobe was it.
That shit was crack.
Yeah,
that shit was crack right there.
That shit hit.
So first of all, Raw, I just want to say you might have had that shit in the 90s, but in Ohio we didn't have all that shit here.
Damn, y'all was that fucking late.
They were still.
I'm not even gonna say that late.
My bad, I forgot. Nigga told me y'all still have food stamp cards in 2010, so I don't know.
What?
Yeah, when the nigga said y'all still have food stamp, no, y'all not cards, y'all still have food stamps.
The paper.
After 2010, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that shit.
You know,
we ain't gonna get into that part.
Nigga, that shit's so remedial even for that motherfucker. Because in 2010, I had food stamps. I had a card, nigga. I didn't have paper.
Listen, when a nigga said that, I'm like, all right. I'm pretty sure Ohio wasn't that fucking far back, but
no,
whatever.
But also, too, what I'm gonna say this is like regional. If we didn't have this demand here, we wasn't gonna have the same drinks. That's all it is. On the East Coast, y'all drinking that nasty shit. You know what I'm saying? Over here, we drinking sugary shit. It's just different. But I will say, if it was the 90s, they should have had that Mystic, the Mystic drinks up there. They don't have the Mystics. That's what I would have grabbed. But that Sobe, I would have grabbed that Sobe too. Everything else, I probably would have grabbed a Sunkiss.
Yeah, Sunkiss, Capri Sun.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm going straight for that motherfucker Fruitopia. Fuck is you talking about?
That shit was, you know what? It was
Where's the Fruitopia? Put it back up on the screen.
That blue, ugly, nasty Fruitopia.
Oh, nah, I ain't grabbing that shit.
Nigga, Fruitopia was that work, son.
That nigga was syrup. It's straight syrup.
Son. What?
And Volt? Who drank Volt?
Volt was crack in a bottle.
That was straight up a fake ass Mountain Dew.
Here's what's crazy, right? Here's what's crazy. So right now, when y'all see me drinking, I drink vodka and I drink what's called an Amp energy drink, right? Amp ain't nothing but Volt with a new name.
Yeah, they rebrand a lot of
I've been
stuff.
drinking Volt since the fucking 90s, nigga.
That's all they do. And for real, you should research why they rebranded or renamed it.
Your
You'd be
heart,
surprised.
Everything gets rebranded and renamed because
I know.
somebody sued them.
your heart is different.
I only drink a couple of them on the weekend, nigga. Hey, you right. It ain't like I'm drinking these shits all. Listen, I be seeing motherfuckers at work. I'm talking to my coworker. He like, yeah, I'm on my second Red Bull today. Nigga, it's 9:30. If you needed 2 Red
in the
Bulls,
morning.
if you needed 2 Red Bulls already, you should have took your ass to sleep last night, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't nothing wrong with nigga. And nigga, you over 40. You ain't missing shit. You
Not
ain't
at
missing
all.
shit, nigga. Go to fuck to sleep.
Yeah. Fact. Huge fact.
But if nothing
that
else,
Sobe hit.
Sobe definitely was that work. Sobe was that work for sure. But these joints, the element joints, the rain, the
I ain't even gonna lie.
Earth.
I used to drink Code Red a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That Mountain Dew Code Red with some nice ice or some icy, like an icy one. It was okay back in the day.
Now the top left joint, I don't even know what the name of that shit
Tampico?
is.
Tampico?
Yes.
That shit's still crack.
Yeah.
It tastes weird to me. It tastes like it want to be Sunny D, but not quite. But it's too thick. But it ain't.
Sunny D don't even taste like Sunny D no more.
Really?
Yeah, for real. It tastes real thick and all like.
So I stopped buying Sunny D when I realized that I was drinking 2 liters like a hug juice. Like I gotta stop because I'm buying 2 liters and I'm drinking them shits because you know Sunkiss is like Lay's. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me stop buying these shits because I'm just oversaturating the fuck out of my glucose drinking this shit. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm murdering myself.
Your sugar is literally like tar, like
facts.
Yeah.
But the Tampico, especially the pink one,
yes,
I still fuck with them shits.
Yes.
That shit is crack right there.
If you had $1 or $2, you still get like 2 juicies, a bag of chips, and a candy. You know what I mean?
First off, with $1.
I said a couple dollars.
Fuck that. With $1 in the
back
90s.
in the day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
You went in the store, you came out, you felt like you did something.
Yeah.
You walking that bitch with $1 now, they gonna laugh at you.
You can't even buy gum for $1.
Nick, is a hug juice? How much is a hug juice now?
$1.
$1.
Get the fuck out of here. For the little
I don't
one?
know, but it's probably 50 cents to $1. I don't know.
No, I think them shit's $1.
I don't buy them no more because, like, who the fuck want? I'm grown as shit. Why am I getting a little huggy juice? I'm not at a birthday party. I'm not.
I haven't lived in the hood in some years, and that's not me trying to flex. I just haven't lived in the hood to be in like hood stores, so I haven't seen a hug juice in years. But I do know they still sell them. I've seen them by the case in like the markets and shit.
Yeah.
I thought some Walmarts have them.
Did you know they're actually fortified with calcium and not a lot of sugar, so it's actually better than pop, giving it to your kids and stuff.
What's pop?
Any pop, period.
Any soda.
Are we done with this show today? We done? It's midnight. I'm ready to go to bed. We done?
Y'all niggas hate when somebody correct y'all pop, huh?
How you correct me if the thing has different names? In another country, it's called cola. All of it's called cola. It don't matter. Whatever.
Well, it's a
carbonated drink that's killing motherfuckers. There you go. There.
Roger the fuck that. Well, speaking of, how about this?
Shit.
Talk your shit.
Since it's on me, I'm gonna talk
the
my
lady
shit.
of Simone.
Since everybody want to be all specific, pop, soda, carbonated drink, they don't care. They killing you with all the whatever. If it could kill a battery and clean off a battery, why you put it in your stomach? But whatever. Anyway,
I literally just had this conversation yesterday, and they looked at me and was like, "Wait, how do you know this?" I'm like, "Nigga, I've done it." What you mean? No, I've actually done it. Like I've literally
I was gonna say you could clean off your terminals with Pepsi, with Coca-Cola.
And they
Like, come
removed
on.
rust too.
And even in high school,
Yeah.
you put the Coca-Cola, the egg in the Coca-Cola, and it took away the enamel on the egg. Like, come on, people. Anyway, I'm Columbus's own Freddie Simone. I'm always talking stuff on the microphone. I think I got some shows coming up next week in Dayton. Still looking forward to the Magic Show in West Virginia on May 17th or May 15th. Google me, Facebook me, Instagram me, Freddie Simone, Freddie.Simone. I'm back to hosting trivia starting back in June, each and every Wednesday up at some place. I haven't got the name yet, but I'm there. And yeah, just Google me. And however you say pop, soda, cola, whatever, drink the shit and be happy and then watch your diabetes soar, bitch. I don't know.
Damn.
Damn.
You said watch your diabetes soar though. Like, holy shit. Nigga. Make me never
like
want to drink
that.
a soda again. Shit.
I don't drink pop, man.
Well, I don't drink soda unless it's in my rum. So this is Hectic from Hectic Desires. Go check out my YouTube on Official HD Nation on YouTube. I have 2 wonderful shows on there, Whatever by Hectic, my podcast, and Beyond Pixel, my other show. It's on there. Where I'm talking about a bunch of nonsense that I just feel like talking on some days when I film. So it's very entertaining. Go and check that out. I know I sound very not entertained by it, but
the fuck all, nigga. Like, nothing you said made me want to watch any of that shit.
Uninteresting at all. Like, oh, he don't sound too happy
Watch
about
it
it.
if you feel like it. If you have absolutely nothing left to do in life,
Yeah,
watch
it's like,
my shit.
yeah, if you about to kill yourself the day before, just watch all my shit. That's it.
Please run them
Tell
views
nobody.
up.
Like, keep it on a hush.
Run them views up. No, I'm very excited about my shows. I just don't know when I talk about them how to talk about them, but they're dope, you know. Especially we're back with season 3 of Whatever by Hectic, where I'm taking a different approach on the podcast. It's not going to have a bunch of adult stars on there, although yes, they are still going to be on there. But I'm changing a little stuff up, trying to get my little grown man and talk about other shit that I feel is more important to me than that.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, go, like I said, go to YouTube, Official HD Nation, and you'll check out both of those shows. They're on there.
Roger the fuck that. Listen, y'all know what it is. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the waves. We're about to get the fuck about this camp. But until then, stay enlightened and be enlightened. We out this bitch. Bomb.